Welcome everyone to my channel. Today we will be gonna talk about Python programming language. This is a very basic introduction to Python programming language. Here are the few basic topics we want to cover. What is Python? Python applications, how Python variables work, how Python conditional statements work, how Python looping works, how to use lists, collection array, dictionary, key value collection, how we can iterate through these data structures. Let's start. First of all, what is Python? According to its creator, Godot van Rossum, Python is high-level programming language and its code design philosophy is all about code readability and a syntax which allows programmers to express concepts in a few lines of code. For me, the first reason to learn Python was that it is in fact a beautiful programming language. It was really natural to code in it and express my thoughts. Another reason was that we can use coding in Python in multiple ways. Data science, web development, and machine learning all shines here. Quora, Pinterest, and Stofify all use Python for their backend web development. So let's learn a bit about it. First of all, the variables. That's it. How simple was that? You just assign the value 1 to the variable 1, and you can assign any other value, whatever other variables you want. Like the variable 2, we can store it to 2. We can store some number like 10,000 I want to store, I can store here. Also, besides integers, we can also use booleans, strings, floats, and so many data structures. Side tip, the hash on my screen is for commenting on the code. So if I want to remember this particular code, why I used this particular piece of code in here, I can comment that. So let's move to next topic, if else. If uses an expression to evaluate whether a statement is true or false. If it is true, it executes what is inside the if statement. For example, if true, print if 2 greater than 1, print 2 is greater than 1. 2 is greater than 1, so the print code is executed. Side note here, execute this piece of code, then so print statement provides us the ability to print anything in Python. Like I want to print hello Python if in previous statement, so I can do it by just invoking print function. Let's move to the topic. So the else statement will be executed if the if expression is false. Like in this example, 1 is not greater than 2, so the code inside the else statement will be executed. You can also use the else if statement. Example like this, let's execute this particular code. So the 1 is not greater than 2 if condition is not true, else if 2 is greater than 1. Now this else if condition is true, it will print the 1 is not greater than 2. So this is if else condition we can use in code for programming in Python. Let's move to next topic, looping and iteration in Python. In Python we can iterate in different forms. I will talk about the while and for loop. While looping, while the statement is true, the code inside the block will be executed. So this code will print the number from 1 to 10. So here's the result. The while loop needs a loop condition. If it stays true, it continues iterating. In this example, when num is 11, the loop condition equals false. Another basic bit of code to better understand this one. The loop condition is true, so it keeps iterating until we set it to false. Let's run this particular piece of code. So here, loop conditions keeps true. Next topic is for looping. You apply the variable num to the block and the for statement will iterate it for you. This code will print the same as while code from 1 to 10. See, it is so simple. The range starts with 1, goes until the 11th element. So this is for loop and while loop. Let's move to next topic, that is list and array in Python. Imagine we want to store the integer 1 in a variable, but maybe now we want to store 2 and 3, 4, 5. So I have another way to store all the integers that I want, but not in millions of variables. You guessed, there is indeed another way to store them. List is a collection that can be used to store a list of values like these integers that you want. So let's use it. It is real simple. We created an array and stored it on my integer. But maybe you are asking, how can I get a value from this array? Great question. List has a concept called index. The first element gets the index 0. The second gets 1 and so on. You get the idea? Let's make it clear. To make it clearer, we can represent the array and each element with this index like this. Using Python syntax, it's also simple to understand. Let's run this code and get the output. Imagine you don't want to store integers, you just want to store strings, like a list of your skills. It works the same way as integers. Nice. We just learned how lists index work, but I still need to show you how we can add an element to the list data structure and item to a list. I have another skill, machine learning. I want to add this particular skill to my skill set. Let's call it skill set. How can I do it? The most common method to add a new value to list is append. Let's see how it works. The syntax in Python for appending a new item to list is, let's print our new result and run it. See, the machine learning is my new skill right now. Well, enough about lists. Let's talk about another data structure, that is dictionary. Now, we know that lists are indexed with integer numbers. What if we don't want to use integer numbers as index? Some data structures that we can use are numeric, string, or other type of index. Let's learn about dictionary data structure. Dictionary is a collection of key value pairs. Here is what it looks like. The key is the index pointing to the value. How do we access the dictionary value? Using the key. Let's try it. I created a dictionary about me, my name, nickname, and channel name. Those attributes are the dictionary keys. As we learn how to access the list using index, we can also use indexes, keys in the dictionary context to access the values stored in the dictionary. For example, print my name is dictionary name. Let's run it. And here it is. My name is data talker. In the example, I printed a phrase about me using my name stored in the dictionary. Pretty simple, right? Let's do another example. Want to print my nickname. I want to print my channel name. And here it is. My name is Data Talker. My nickname is DT. My channel name is Data Talker Blog. Another cool thing about dictionary is that we can use anything as the value. In the dictionary I created, I want to add real integer a's in it, like this. Let's add the a's 24 and print it. Run it. Oh, there's some error we are doing. Let's try again. Yeah, so here it is. My real age is 24. As we did with lists, let's learn how to add elements to dictionary. The key pointing to a value in a big part of what dictionary is. This is also true when we are talking about adding elements to it. Like I have still have my dictionary dt. I want to add age again, but in programming way, in Python way, we will add to it new value. Like this, we just need to assign a value to a dictionary key. Nothing complicated here, right? Let's run it, and we are getting new value here. So that's enough for a dictionary. Let's move to another topic, that is looping through data structures. As we learned in Python basics, the list iteration is very simple. We Python developers commonly use for looping. Let's do it. I want to create a new file, looping over data structures .py. So here it is, the list. Let's run it and print the values. So for each book in the book shelf, we can do everything with it. Print it, pretty simple and intuitive. That's for a hash data structure. We can also use for loop. Hash data structure, I am referring to dictionary here, dictionary key value pairs. Here is the code example. This is an example how to use it. For each key in the dictionary, we print the key and its corresponding value. Let's print it. See, another way to use the items method. We just have to change some of the code. Like I want to use K and V here. The items here, and then this I can just print K and V. We did name the two parameters as key and value. It is not necessary. We can name them anything like this. Let's run this particular code. Oh, there is some error we are getting in this code. Okay. Okay, so here it another. Yeah, this is. We can see we used attributes as a parameter for the dictionary key, and it works properly. Great. So we learned basic data structures and variables in Python. If you like the video, please like it, comment it, and subscribe the channel.